I've predicted most things recently, and I'm actually scaring the shit out of myself. So patience is not one of my strongest points. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm exciting myself. Is this weird? Wow, you're here. Like, what are we doing together? Hello, beautiful ones. It is so good to be back with you once again. My name is Lucy Davis, and welcome to my YouTube channel. What an impressive month this has been already. I feel as if we are watching the unfolding of the old world right now. The energies are profound, so profound. We are moving at a speed that is unknown to many of us. Things are gathering speed, but with a real get shit done energy behind it. This is what we've been waiting for. We are being asked to review, to question, and align to everything that our hearts desires. Let go of the ego, let go of the comfort, the settling, and lean into what is actually possible for our lives. If you truly deserve to be happy and you truly believe that you deserve to be happy, you're going to be. Likewise, if you truly believe the world is doom and gloom, that's exactly what is going to unfold in your reality. And I've actually had a really beautiful bit of information come in very recently on exactly this. I'm going to be sharing that later today in Conscious Conversations. So on the 11th of September, in just a few days' time, I'm going to be doing another really super powerful guided meditation. If you are ready to join us, it's going to be held at 9 p.m. Sydney time, midday UK, and 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I appreciate this isn't convenient for everybody. However, I was guided as many of us as possible must be on the 9/11 timeline. So on this day, I would suggest taking an early lunch break or taking some headphones into work, sneaking off to the toilet, or having a convenient meeting at that time if you would like to participate. This is not something that I'm going to be recording. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I don't think I'm going to be recording it. This is to activate and to create peace, harmony, and love around the world. We know that 9/11 has such a super high charge behind it because there was atrocities that took place on that day. I don't know about you guys, but as soon as I think of 9/11, I remember I was actually a smoker at the time. I remember I walked out of my work in London and I was having a cigarette outside and I looked to the right, and because there was a sports bar underneath my office block building, there were television screens outside, and I witnessed it unfolding. And I never forget that feeling that I had in my stomach. And like, I will never forget what I was wearing or anything like that. And the fact that I was a smoker, because obviously I was out there. So I feel that this day is so highly charged that it's important that what we do is we send that surge of love around the world at this time. So if you can possibly free up, I'm going to do it short, so probably only about 20 minutes. If you can free up some time on the 11th of September, I would be so grateful to you. Now, we're going to do it on Zoom because we love the music, we love the passion, we love what we can create with those things. So on my website, there is a place whereby you can sign up to this. It's in the events section, but there is a link in the description field of this video, and anything that I talk about in this video will have some reference, excuse me, in that description field. I don't know why I've become really itchy since I started filming. Really weird. So in the September energy update, I predicted earthquakes, and boy, was I right. There was a hit on Papua New Guinea, which doesn't really surprise me too much as I am in Australia doing the energy work. Since I arrived back here in July, there has been extreme weathers. It's almost like we are shifting the cursor at last of what's happening. And I don't know about you guys, but things are speeding up so significantly. You know, these weather shifts that we're seeing, the changes, the electricity that we're seeing all around the world as well. So this energy is going to continue well into the rest of September. So please be very, very conscious of this. We've also had just yesterday or the day before, we've had earthquakes in Bali and Hunter Valley as well. So it's all the energy around the area that I am actually in. So I did warn you about this energy getting spicy. And it's fair to say that Mother Nature is validating that things are about to get hot to trot. So let's look at this full moon because we're in a really spicy month. I keep talking about, every time I'm talking about September, I keep talking about a plot twist. And I do really feel that it is imminent, ladies and gents. So full moon is happening on the 17th, 18th, depending on which country you are around the world, of September, which is really fascinating because I'm actually doing some things in and around that date, which when I channeled this information, I was shocked. I channeled this information and then things unfolded. And I was like, wow, how has this even happened? But it aligned completely to what I was channeling. So we must remember that full moon energy is basically to shine a light on what is occurring. And for me personally, when I was sat with the energies, I really feel that this full moon is about showing us what is out of alignment. I get authenticity. Authenticity is king and queen right now. It really is the most important thing. If people are working on themselves and they're stepping into their authentic version, even if that is really hurting them or really hurting other people, you are going to be able to immerse in these energies a lot easier. If you're not, if you're resisting it, you are going to get a bit of a slap from the universe. So I get authenticity with health. I get also authenticity around the subject of healing, around relationships, my favorite subject, around love, again, my favorite subject. And the most important thing, at least in my world, my number one value is honesty. So all of these things are really going to come to the surface during this period of time as the big light in the sky is shining down on us. Now, of course, aligning to authenticity means endings. It means breakthroughs, and it means massive transformational moments. Things will be highlighted about ourselves. And as I say, do not be surprised if things come to an end. I know it hurts when they do, and it's difficult sometimes to make sense of it. However, trust it's all happening for you and your greatest good. We are closing a lot of old loops out. We are closing the door. I keep being shown like a door being closed. We need to look where we have been stuck. And this is going to activate and help us embrace our self-worth. Now, I'm going to be really straight with you guys, like I'm not normally. I feel the energy here is going to be taken out of our hands. If you are holding on to something that is not serving you, it is going to hurt when the rope burns your hand as it pulls away. So my suggestion and the way that I'm living my life 1,000,000% at the moment, and my girlfriends that I'm sharing certain things with are in awe. I'm like, you know what, I just have to surrender and I just have to trust. This doesn't make sense, but I'm trusting. And then all of a sudden, boom, it makes complete sense. And it is absolutely magic. If we are not willing to walk, we will be forced. Trust that any ending is going to be destiny. Do your best to look at the future. Do your best to look at this is a step closer to you being your true, really authentic self. We must be excited at the patience we are being asked to look at. Patience is not one of my strongest points. I'm going to be honest with you guys. However, I'm becoming a lot more patient the older I'm getting and the more surrendering I'm doing and the much more trust that I have in the divine plan. The divine plan is so much better than the plan that I ever made up in my head. You know, they really do know a lot better than we do. So I am just surrendering and trusting all the way. And all I can say to you guys is it is a patient game. You know, you might think that you're walking down a path and you are so certain of this, and then boom, you'll get a little curveball. And this is when your breath is very important. Grounding is very important, and just surrendering and trusting that all is going to be okay. Now, this is one of the things that I find the most sexy about men, but this is generally, so I'm not just talking to the boys, but it's the most powerful time to be the most vulnerable you have ever been in your life. Tell people how you feel. Allow yourself to feel it all. Be okay with your emotions and be vulnerable enough to share it with people. I have been tested big time in this area of recent, and it's actually really freeing to be at one with me. So you with yourself, how you feel and how aware you become of being comfortable to share with others. Like, I find it the most sexy thing ever. And I'm actually really endearing myself right now with myself, which is a bit weird, but I am, because I'm like, wow. You know, I was speaking to one of my girlfriends on the phone the other day and I was like, yeah. And I said this, and they were like, I am so proud of you. Like, where did that even come from? Like, who even is this Lucy Davis that I'm talking to? Because, you know, I've put a shell over myself over the years. I've made myself strong because people have tried to beat me down, or whatever term you would like to use. And you know what? I'm feeling soft and gooey. I had the most beautiful email from a lady just a couple of days ago. And she said to me, you know, Lucy, since you've been in Australia, you've softened. And I agree, I have. I've become vulnerable. I've been able to share everything that is going on in my heart so openly, authentically. Now, I might take a couple of days to sit with it before I can actually express it, but I'm expressing it and I am loving this version. I am loving it so much. I'm going to encourage you guys to pay attention to dreams. I don't know about you guys, and please do comment in the chat box below if this resonates with you. But my dreams have been a whole new level. I wake up and I literally feel like I have been with certain people. My hands are burning as I'm talking about this. So I think this is a big global thing, you know, and a very, very collective consciousness thing. I have been so shocked what I have been shown, but in a really good way. And then on top of that, I went to the same person for 4 nights on the row, which is unheard of because my soul is such a busybody. She never goes to the same person 4 times and me remember it. So dreams are becoming extremely powerful. We're being shown our path. We're being shown our destiny. We're being shown like the gateway. So please do pay attention to your dreams during this period of time. You know, like I love dreams anyway, but I feel like I'm astral traveling and I'm really living in like a lucid dream that is actually taking place. And I'm able to consciously look around and be like, wow, you're here. Like, what are we doing together? So be very aware of that. And if you are experiencing this, please do comment. I love hearing about people's dreams. My assistant, she messaged me and she was like, hey, you came to me in a dream the other night and you told me I'm just about to meet my forever person. What a beautiful message. How beautiful is that? Up your manifestation game. Under this moon, up your manifestation. I don't know about you guys, but everything I'm thinking, I'm bringing in very quickly, to the point that a lot of people are like, how did you do that? Like, how did you do that? And I think I'm speaking to one of my girlfriends on Friday or Saturday, I can't remember which, and I said something and I was like, this is what I would like to happen. And then yesterday on Sunday, that is exactly what happened. So up your manifestation game, be very clear. So another example is I set some numbers and financials against this week's launching of Self-Love Club, and every single one I smashed through. You can have a lot of fun with your life right now if you set intentions, if you ask for signs, if you are aligned to what you are asking for and it is authentic. Anything is possible. It's coming in for you big time. Just on that note, actually, Self-Love Club launch was once again a massive success this year. So I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who came along and embraced the information and has joined our incredible community. I am extremely excited for this new look program and the profound impacts that are going to be guided to each person who has joined us. We do not open the doors now until September 2025. And I am going to share the waiting list in a few weeks' time. I'm just going to let everything settle down and the new class of 2024 really just embrace this journey. And then we will be launching, because I already feel there is going to be some changes. And we've only done the first call yesterday. I already feel there's going to be some changes for September 2025. So please do keep your eyes open. But just as an early heads up, I think we're going to be launching it on the 8th of September or the 9th of September, one of those 2 days. So going back to the full moon energy, creativity is at an all-time high. Like this is going to unlock your creative juices, knowing that we can't settle anymore for what we thought was our path. And now we're on our destiny. You know, it's like, wow, we're questioning everything. We're literally asking, is this our highest vibration? Is this person good for me? Is this for the greatest good? And when we do this, we are creating at a rate you have never known possible. Over the last 3 months, I have revamped my whole business. It has been so freaking amazing to really take some time out and look at the evolved Lucy and how that wants to show up in the world going forwards. You know, I took 3 months off. I haven't taken 3 months off at all. I've still produced content. I've still done lives, but actually running an in-depth program like Self-Love Club, I haven't done anything like that for 3 months. You know, I still show up for my conscious conversation calls because you guys are amazing, by the way. But I've revamped my whole business. I have some energy, some passion back into this because I feel the best that I've ever felt. I had a month of feeling so safe and getting my cortisol response back into balance after some of the things that have happened in the last 12 months. And I feel bloody amazing. And I am so excited to see what's going to come in the rest of 2024 and very much for 2025. The beast has unleashed whilst living in Australia, it's fair to say. I have gone to a whole new level. And a lot of you guys have noticed this. Although I'm soft, I'm really, really progressing. And I have got some massive, massive goals for the coming 12 months. Every time I am here, something seems to unlock my creativity. And this is every time without fail. When I'm in Australia, or when I've been in Australia previously, I birthed Self-Love Club, I birthed Soul School, and many of the other products that have been created. So you wait to see what has been created off of the back of my 3 months off period. The juices are flowing, and boy, am I excited to take you on a whole new level off the back of it. Honestly, ladies and gents, what's coming in 2025 is going to rock the world, and in a really, really, really good way. And I am so, so excited to do this. I'm exciting myself. Is this weird? I'm on my own call and I'm here going, yes, I'm excited for you, Lucy. I'm really, really, really excited for you. So this full moon is going to bring a lot of social fun, laughter, very high vibrational energy. And the beautiful thing about this is it's the truth. You know, like I, out of nowhere, have just had all of these things happen in and around the full moon. So there is a lot of connection. We are looking to deepen that connection and to become more in alignment and to love more and to laugh more. And I know this weekend coming, like I've got quite a busy week with work at the moment because I've got lots of early morning calls and I've got lots of late night calls. And, you know, it's just what happens with the time zone being here in Australia. But you know, next weekend, I've got a whole weekend of just laughing with people that I care about. And this is what is exciting me because everything always aligns to what channels through, you know. And to be honest with you, I was going to just take a trip. I was going to go on an adventure, but I'm going to be doing that another weekend. So it's very interesting that all of this has shifted. And then I was like, wow, I literally channeled this. So the channelings just align things for us. We are shifting consciousness so quickly right now. We are up for it. Like, we are open to the consciousness shifts. People are looking for a high vibration. What's fascinating is I have complete strangers walking up to me when I'm on the beach or whatever and just asking me a question. I don't know why I feel drawn to ask you this. Or like, I'm running and all the dogs come to me or the children come to me or whatever. And this is because the vibration that we are being in, it's the vibration that we are embodying and allowing to take place. So please, please, please recognize this in yourself. You have a choice with everything that you do. You can decide I'm going to elevate, or you can decide that I'm going to keep myself small. For me personally, there is no question. It's elevation all the way. And I would suggest you pick that route too. I know I was talking about dreams earlier, but I'm talking a different type of dreaming now. It's time to dream big. There will be huge shifts leading to permanent changes off the back of the second half of this month. So for the next couple of weeks, whilst we're really in this potent full moon energy, and we've been in it for about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks so far. So just really embrace this. Like, it's phenomenal what is coming through this full moon and lunar eclipse. Okay, very, very, very powerful energy wise. So allow these permanent changes to take place, allow these shifts, and really, really, embrace everything that is coming up for you. I feel as if we're being aligned, like I said at the beginning, we're being aligned to health and healing. We're being aligned to maybe detoxing. And remember, detoxing isn't just what you put in your mouth. It's like who you speak to, who you're watching on social media. And this is going to give us a rejuvenated energy field. We must look to focus on our physical vessel. Now, I'm going to say this because there are some people out there that are so bloody stubborn and so stuck in their own ways, whatever that looks like to you. It doesn't mean that you have to go vegan. It doesn't mean you have to go carnivore. It doesn't mean you just figure what works for you and rejuvenates you. And to be honest with you, anybody that is extreme and is like, you've got to do it my way, I've got all the evidence that just this works, like, I'm unfollowing those people. I've got no interest in being around those people. It's just as bad as you've got to support right or left. Like, what? Oh, and you were one of the people that was saying you can't do that and you can't do that back then. Oh, right, okay. Some people you just have to step away from, and this is about detoxing. I'm going to go through my Facebook, because Facebook is a bit of a platform for that, isn't it? And I'm going to remove so many people that just don't align to me. This isn't to be divisional or anything like that. This is about me and reducing the toxicity that I get to witness. It's about me looking after myself. I am really focusing on myself now. I am loving myself. I'm walking my talk with regards to Self-Love Club. So please take this as a warning. There will be things shown to you if you do not look after yourself and invest in yourself. There is going to be a lot of humbling where health is concerned over the coming months. A lot of humbling. So just be very, very aware of this. I've been saying it for months and I'm yet to be wrong, but here is the warning again. Watch the water. I see floods. I also see poison. Believe it or not, I see poison. And I don't know why, but I see it kind of running through streams or something like that. So, and as I said that, a butterfly just flew straight up to the window. So I think that's a bit of a sign, transformation, new starts, things like that. So I feel the point of poisoning the water is to disrupt the flow, to corrupt the flow. We've got flowing energy constantly. We've got the flow, and the frequencies come through the water. So what you've got to remember is if they can damage the water, they can damage the frequency and the flow and the energy. So just keep your eyes and ears on that one. Like I say, I hope I'm wrong, but I've predicted most things recently and I'm actually scaring the shit out of myself. So I've just learned to just speak it and then hope for the best, So the wheels have fallen off deception. Like literally the wheels have fallen off the deception. All that is not for our greatest good is going to be highlighted. I channeled a very, very profound message just a few days ago about people continuing to project fear. And this is going to be very interesting witnessing this unfold now. This is going to be You know, as things are gathering speed, this is going to be the collapse. This is going to be the unfolding of this two world split that is currently in flight. I actually truly believe, and I was speaking to Kevin about this yesterday, I believe the world is completely split now. We have a completely different timeline, but we're just coexisting in the same place. I genuinely believe that. We've got so much evidence of it. So even if people are putting a positive spin on it, like being jovial or funny about it, be aware of what is love and what is not. And know if you are focusing on the politics and the legals and all of that stuff, it's not positive, it's not love, and you are creating that for your life. I don't care who's spinning it and who's making light of it and having a bit of a joke. Any of that stuff is holding consciousness back. And I see a lot of those people being shown for who and what they are, wishing to hold you guys in a lower frequency. I also see a lot being uncovered in the world of politics and a massive wow moment being raised under this full moon. It's exciting times, isn't it? Normally when I say something like this, the next day or like a few hours later, I get somebody going, Lucy, you just predicted this. So because I don't keep an eye on that stuff, but it's always interesting to hear and see. So if you do get any of that, message it to me at support@lucydavis.com. I've shared a lot about the euro currency, and I feel that this is gathering speed. There is going to be a new light shined on wealth. And I do believe that the currencies as we know them today are going to be being dismantled. I don't know what that looks like and what that feels like, but I do believe, and I've been saying it for a very long time, that the euro has to go. The whole setup around it, politics, governments, all of this, that thing needs to be dismantled. So just keep your eyes on that. As mentioned at the beginning, creativity is going to be activated and a new flow coming into the world. Feel into it, love it, and allow it to happen in your way. Some of you have amazing gifts with music. Some of us have an amazing gift with words. Some of us can, you know, I know so many artists, like physical artists that draw. I mean, you guys are amazing. I can't draw for toffee, even though my little sisters used to make me draw bloody horses and unicorns and mermaids and all sorts of things. Like, I am not a good artist. And this is about everybody bringing their gifts to light. It's so important now. On top of that, so looking at the things that we're bringing to the world, also looking at our gifts coming online, as in our spiritual gifts, as in our telepathy. Like, I met somebody maybe a week ago and we are sharing a brain cell. Like, it's so incredible. We constantly, I think of them, they message me. We're having a chat and we're like, literally, we are sharing a brain cell. And this is really important because this is telepathy coming online. Some people, their number one gift is telepathy. For me personally, I believe that mine is intuition, although I'm psychic and all the rest of it. I do truly believe that my number one gift is intuition. I just know, I don't know how I know, but I just know, and with so much certainty. So everything is going to be heading towards spiritual at the moment. And this is about freedom. There's going to be no more constraints or boxes. And this is why there is a massive push towards Christianity, Catholicism, and things like that right now, because there is a box around that. There is a box around religion. So they're trying to make out that spirituality and, you know, what I call the woo-woo is just a loose cannon. It's just unknown and it's leading things astray. But actually what's happening here is people are being diverted into being in a box. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to believe in Christianity. I'm just saying, believe it all. Do not be putting yourself in a box. We've been like literally battling for 4.5 years to get out of the box. So be very, very aware of what boxes you are stepping into and unknowingly like locking a cage door behind you. We are looking to free ourselves from the boxes at the end of the day. So, yeah, we are here to raise our frequency and to really open our minds. Now, last weekend, as you guys know, I ran a retreat for the veterans of the military, and 95% of the people that turned up there were on a completely different vibration to me. And, you know, they were just in a place of, what are we doing here? Why the heck are we here? You know, that kind of thing. However, now they are researching symptoms of their bodies feeling uneasy with this ease. And they're having conversations with people that they never thought they would. Like, the world is ready right now. Even the most sleepy are being awoken from their slumber. The connection to soul is far more prevalent than it has ever been. It's the turning point that we expected in September. This plot twist that I keep talking about is still yet to come. Activations are unfolding in the shape of spirituality really becoming a thing. We will have a heightened love of self, which is fascinating because it's the first time ever in the 5 years that I've been running this program that I launched Self-Love Club in September, right in the midst of these energies of really taking our power back and really empowering us to shine and stand out in the world. Wild, isn't it? This is what I mean. My intuition is bang on. Oh yeah, you know what, I'm going to take 3 months off. Oh right, okay. I listened to source and I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And then boom, we're right in the energies that are supporting this level of shift. And already people have been emailing me this morning. I only ran the call this morning, and they've been saying to me, gosh, Lucy, the shifts I've had just off the launch call, God knows what's going to happen by the end of the 9 months. I'm so excited for those people. We will have a new level of consciousness on areas out of alignment coming in. So like I say, we're going to see politics, we're going to see legal, we're going to see our rights and how they've been impacted really be shown. I really do believe that the mask is in the process of being of falling off. I was going to say being burnt actually, and I don't know where that came from, but we're seeing the mask fall off, and falling off hard. Anyone who has been using these subjects to gain, so maybe gain money or gain followers or whatever, is going to be penalized. Oh yes, very, very interesting time. Very, very interesting time. Think about all the amount of people who have profited from some of the atrocities and things that have happened over the last few years. Now, I'm going to say this loosely because I don't really have too much information on it. Well, I kind of see, but I don't really want to share that. So we're going to have a new heap of information come in around food. This is a subject that's quite triggering for me at the moment because I'm seeing very clearly in my visions what are taking place, and I'm witnessing the body changing in so many ways. So, and we're starting to have to adapt to be able to accommodate new foods. I hope you guys are following this. We are going to be uncovering so much more in the coming weeks, in the coming months. I really do feel that we are going to be witnessing a birth of a new nourishment source. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. There is going to be a bit of an uprising of people starting to speak out about that bloody awful word that the truth movement use, shills. All I'm going to say to you guys is unfollow these people. You do not need to be finding yourself being involved in this. Step away from the judgment and really just stay in your own lane. So many people are using words, triggering words like that when somebody just doesn't say the things that they want to hear. Like I remember, a year ago or so, there were people that were being so, they were speaking out so much about certain people. And it's like, wow, just because they've got a different opinion to you, they're a shill. Wow, unfollow. Like we're all allowed different opinions. We're all allowed to be doing different things in our life. We're all allowed to think that certain things are okay and certain things are not okay. So let's just embrace the world that we are, in the knowing that the people that resonate with us are going to be on our timeline, and those that don't, they just won't. Remember, what you choose, you are going to get more of. So my advice to you guys at this time is figure out what you would like more of in your life. Have conversations that are going to give you clarity. Like I said, vulnerability really is powerful right now. And this is how we're going to move forwards with our lives. You like someone, tell them. You miss someone, call them. Somebody's upset you, have that conversation from a space of love. Ask for guidance and allow your distractions to be lessened so that you will actually see them. People often say to me, oh, I've asked for a sign and I haven't got it. And I'm like, okay, what did you do after you asked for the sign? Well, I went for a run and then I did this and I did that. And I'm like, okay, were you paying attention as you were running? Well, no, I was running, I was watching the people and then I was listening to a podcast. And I'm like, okay, right. You wonder why you don't see them? Go look in the mirror. So I'm going to give you an exercise shortly, but before I do, I keep being drawn back to look at the period of time when I was last in corporate. As you guys know, in 2014, I burnt out. I took 14 months off. I went back to corporate in October 2015, and I left in September 2017 for the last time. Thank the Lord. And my whole life changed in that period. And I keep being shown to go back to that period. So, what did I create in that period? In all honesty, I created this business. I created my coaching business. I created a phenomenal network marketing business to support that. I actually left corporate. I did seminars. I would speak up and talk about health in UBS Investment Bank once a month or a couple of times a month. My whole life changed in that period. And what that showed me was how creative I was, how much passion I had. So I feel as if we are going back to that period. We're tapping into those energies there to bring it in again, which completely aligns with what I'm doing. I'm going to launch something brand new in 2025, the first quarter of 2025. I'm going to launch something brand new. And this is very exciting. My nose is itching. This is them telling me that it's really exciting and I should do that. My coaches and my coaching packages are going to be changing as well. Everything is going to be changing. So I'm so super excited for this to be brought into people's consciousness. So, my friends, if you don't already have a pen and paper, please do pause the video and go and run off and grab a pen and paper, because I'm going to give you an exercise which is going to help you really balance these energies of the full moon, because it sounds quite spicy, doesn't it? So the exercise that I am going to challenge you guys with on this occasion is, first and foremost, smudge your auric field. It's very important that you just cleanse your energy field. I'm going to be doing it with everybody that I'm going to be hanging around this full moon. I am going to, so clear your energy space and just remove anything that no longer serves me, but activate those things that have really helped me get to where I am today. Bring those core beliefs, those core values back into alignment so that I can live it and breathe it. Then do the same with your space. And, I would do energy like clearing in the whole of your house, the whole of your apartment, like whatever that looks like. Please, please, please do that. So do that. And as you do, open all the windows, even if it's a rainy day, wherever you are, open all the windows and just say, I release everything that is holding humanity and our growth back. Then, my friends, what we're going to do is we are going to drop into a meditation. Now, as always, you can set up a beautiful space. You can have some music, solfeggios, a bit of Milan, or some amazing music. And you can have your crystals set out and you can do whatever it is. And I really do encourage you to put your crystals out under the full moon energy. It's a very powerful period of time to really let the crystals take in the energy, get revitalized, revamped, and give you this extra surge. Somebody actually said to me the other day, oh, no wonder I'm so tired. And I'm like, my gosh, that isn't this energy at all. This energy is really like, let's boost us up. Really, 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 we've got to get stuff done. If you're feeling tired, then I would look at your diet. I would look at other things that are going on in and around you right now. So, because when I go to bed at the end of the day, I'm straight asleep and I sleep amazing. But I am in a really, really, really get stuff done. There is none of that nana nap taking place at the moment, which is absolutely incredible. So, like I say, sage your space, sage your auric field, set up your space, whether it's with your tarot cards or whatever it is, get that set up, and then drop into a meditation for 13 minutes, 1-3. And in those 13 minutes, take yourself back to 2015, the end of 2015 and going into 2016, 2017, and really look what happened. It could be that, like myself, you've got this really exciting passion to create something for work or create a passion project or whatever. It could be that actually you left a relationship and actually relationships need looking at. And I really do truly believe that whatever happened in that period of time is going to give you some gold as to what is going to come in under this full moon energy. When you come out of the meditation, write it down. Very, very important, my friends. Get it written down. Really look at it and really learn what you can do under this full moon eclipse energy for you. Ladies and gents, I truly hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you back here super, super soon. Mwah! I love you all very dearly. Thank you so much for being as loyal as you always are, and I will catch you in the next video, my friends. Okay, lots of love. See you next time.